think it's time that we discuss teams. So we are now going to rank Premier League teams by their season from S tier down to D tier. Okay.
A to Z.
A to Z. Let's start with A to Z. So who's the first team?
Yeah.
Alphabetically.
Yeah. Do it alphabetically.
Yeah, that's alphabetically, and then S to
S is the top, down to E being the worst.
With is it Arsenal or Aston Villa?
Arsenal.
It's
AFC.
It's technically AFC Bournemouth.
Oh
AFC Bournemouth.
S.
No.
It's top tier.
Yeah.
It is top
It
tier.
is top tier. No, although no, I think there's only one team that could go in S tier. So I'm saying A.
S.
B for me. I mean, AFC B is A for me.
S. With the injuries we've had as well.
That is only
unreal.
recent though.
It's
Isn't
been for the
it?
last month and a half, 2 months in our toughest run.
That's true, and you had the difficult run.
It's got to be S. No one would have said Bournemouth would be anywhere near the top 7 at the start of the season. I did, but no one from
you
the
are
outside.
only 7th.
Bournemouth fan. Yeah, 7th.
Yeah, so
and we're like,
it's not like...
yeah, but we're 2 points behind 5th. This weekend we could go 5th.
For me, you're A, because there's only one team in my mind that could be S.
No,
I've
got a couple in S.
If there's only one team, then it's, I know.
Where are you putting Bournemouth?
As a Southampton fan, it really pains me to say this, but
you lot don't care
Bournemouth
about
have been flying this season, and when I watched them dispatch Newcastle away 4-1, I was
with
like,
11 fit players.
with an injury struck squad, I was like, whoa, this team is pretty good. And I think that some of the teams they've beaten this season deserve some recognition. I hate to do this, but I'm going to put them in the S tier.
Yeah, let's go with S tier. Boom. I'm happy with that.
Sorry, Geordie.
Don't be sorry, it's fine, boys. I can't disagree with the fact it's S. It's just in my mind I was trying to do one team in S, one team in E, and then fill the gap.
No, we are doing S to D, by the way.
Don't
We'll do
worry
S to D.
about
To D.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so no E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next team. Arsenal.
C.
Oh, that's harsh.
Actually, no, that is harsh.
That's harsh.
B. B.
Are they doing anything that we wouldn't expect from them?
I think they would be in second, whether it was City, Liverpool, or someone else.
I'm going to give them an...
table.
It's fucking hard, actually. This is hard.
And the only reason why they've
It's A or B for me. It's A or B for me.
Take away the new set piece tactics and all of that.
Tactically, they're awful team, by the way.
So we've got to remember, Saka, their best player,
Is injured.
has been injured, but they also have no real
Striker.
number 9 striker, and that's a problem that they could have addressed
in January.
They knew even in the summer, I think. They knew that going
that's their
forward.
own fault. They can
Exactly, and I'd argue, have they been as good as they were in the previous 2 seasons?
No.
They've done the same thing.
I'd say no.
I think they're
I'm
going to
go
worse than last year.
Defensively, obviously, they're one of the best in the league,
I'm going to say B. B.
if not the best in
B,
the league.
B
I
for
think
me.
B is a fair assessment because they're still there or thereabouts. So the only ones that I think can realistically catch Liverpool. Maybe
You
other
could
than
put
Forest.
them in A, though. You could.
It depends who you have else.
Nah,
in A,
B.
I think they're only in
B-
second because Man City have had a stinker.
That's true. And
Otherwise, they wouldn't be anywhere near
the
second.
other teams around the Champions League places.
Yeah, aren't able to go. B.
B is a fair assessment. Right, so next would be Aston Villa, right?
Aston Villa. Ooh, 8th place at the moment.
B or A. It's kind of, that's right on the border for me because I think they're doing really well, but I think they're about to be a lot better.
I don't know though. They've got a lot of injuries. They've got no fit centre backs at the moment. That's the only problem.
And they just got rid of Duran.
Yeah,
but
have just started a good run of
bring in
form.
Rashford
And
in.
injured
Asensio.
Watkins is now coming back. Rashford. That's what I mean though. Like in the future tense, I would say A, but currently B.
B for
B, a
Villa.
fair assessment. They also have just had a very good January transfer window, I think. With
Yes.
players
My
like
issues they
Haaland
got-
as well.
They
Asensio.
could, if they had fit
Asensio.
centre backs, I'd bet on them to get top 4, but because they haven't got fit centre backs at
Yeah.
the moment, I'd
No Mings.
B.
I think we're saying B, and then they have potential to have an A.
Yeah,
Definitely
they
could be
Because you've got to
an A
remember they're
season for
also
them.
in Europe this season.
Mate, they could end
Yeah,
up being an
exactly.
S team.
And they're doing well in the
could
Champions
be.
League.
We'll
So
see.
they did well in the Champions League.
It'll be
but
interesting to
it's
see
Prem.
where they finish, I think.
I'm happy with the B.
So who would be next in our alphabetical
Brentford.
league order?
Is it Brentford?
And Brentford do begin with B, and that is the next letter on there. Should we go Brentford?
Yeah.
Brentford or Brighton? Yeah, it would be Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
So Brentford, putting your biases aside for 1 second, Geordie.
Well,
Where do you
they're
think
like
Brentford
slap
are?
bang 11, mate. They C.
They're doing what? I wouldn't put them C.
Really?
I think they're doing better than what people
They-
thought they'd do. With no Tony.
To be fair, you're right. Actually,
If you're doing it
without
with the
Tony,
base of the team, I'd give them a.
B.
Their home form's pretty good. I'd give them maybe an A.
An A.
Maybe for what their club is, then maybe an A.
I do get where you're coming from.
Just losing Tony, B maybe.
They are
B.
B.
still punching
can't be
above their
anything
weight,
less than
let's
B.
be honest.
They're still up there.
Definitely. I think Embuemo, Wissa.
I would.
I just think they're having-
to be struggling to stay up.
Exactly. So
I would have put them where, like,
Yeah, but if you're saying they're going to struggle, you thought they were going to
Palace.
struggle. They're in 11th.
Thomas Frank.
yeah, but they are a little bit far off it, aren't they? They're like 6 points off of breaking
They're
into the top
11th.
9.
Exactly. So they're having a good season.
They gave me a horrible
An
weekend
okay season.
a few weeks
They're
ago.
just having an okay season.
Okay season, but it's A.
B.
You've got to put them in
B.
Yeah, B.
I think B,
They're doing better than what people thought, but
potentially A.
potentially
I would have said
B.
C or
We're
B,
going to
but you
pencil them
guys
in
are.
at B,
Yeah.
and then we'll see what other teams are around that. Because right now we put the last 3 in B.
That's what I'm.
There's a lot of.
So
Yeah, there's a few
Yeah.
good teams and good teams. I think that's fair.
yeah, so Brighton next then.
C.
They're
Del
fat.
Pedro, one of the best players in the league.
apparently.
How's he getting on?
5 goals, 5 assists.
How
I
is
do
he?
believe.
Is that right?
Well bet.
For me, I don't think their fans like their new manager, but I'm gonna go C.
Yeah, I'll say C.
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 I do
Brighton as a
think-
whole, C.
In terms of
C.
what De Zerbi did for them, I think they are not.
I know all their fans
hitting
don't
the
like their
same
manager.
heights,
I
do
don't
they
think
not?
they like their new manager. I've seen it on social media, but I'm gonna give them a C. They're not awful, are they? They're still 12th or something.
They're 10th at the moment.
10th. Okay, that's so B.
So
Yeah.
they're still respectable.
B,
No,
maybe
I
a
don't
I'd
B.
bring them down to C. I think
I
with
think
what they
C,
had,
in
they could have
terms
been
of,
alright.
Yeah, I think in terms of what they,
Well,
in terms of their performances. And
where would you say they finished at the
entertainment,
start of the season though?
Probably about where they
Probably
are.
10th, yeah.
But then that means
Yeah, but that's a
that
C,
means
'cause they're not
performing above
overperforming.
there and they're not underperforming.
All right,
so I
C.
agree. with
I'd say C's underperforming. B's like doing what? A's overperforming. S is
I think we
well
need to bring
over.
out. I know we said D, but I think we need an E
We
here
might-
because I think
Yeah, if
Yeah,
we've
might need
yeah,
to
we
be.
can keep the E because I still
Yeah.
wouldn't have put any of these in D.
because there's one team
Yeah.
in my mind that doesn't deserve to be one place below Brighton.
I wonder.
no. Carry on though. with the
Yeah.
list.
Okay, let's go on. So next up, it's going to be
So where have we put Brian? C.
Brighton C.
Palace,
We need to fill out the thing, and the next one is actually Chelsea. Oh no, Crystal Palace. Yeah, or no, it's Chelsea.
Chelsea,
Yeah, Chelsea.
Let's go Chelsea.
A.
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 Yeah.
They are currently
A.
in the top 4.
Okay, they spent so much money, but everyone was saying, "Oh, they can't put a
That
squad
was
together.
also
They
last
can't-
year.
They can't put a squad together." Loads of people slagging them off. I'd say A. They're doing better than what I'd thought. Anyway, I didn't think they get top 4. And now that
And their
I think-
contributions are coming, despite what we said earlier.
They're a
about
low A.
Palmer being the spider web between it all.
Enzo started to show up a bit.
They are still playing it, yeah. And Caicedo's
I think if they
played
had
great.
a proper striker, they'd definitely be a lot. Nicholas
you know
Jackson's
what-
finishing.
Yeah.
So, but no, against Bournemouth, they should have had about 4-0 up in the first half.
He was good at the start of the season, Jackson, though.
Yeah.
I think he's just a bit of an in and out player. He
I'd-
can look really good, and you think, fair enough, he's coming alive, and then he just
He's
looks
obviously got
shit
something,
again.
but it's finishing sport. But I'm going to put Chelsea low A.
I am going to agree
IB.
with you, and I would say a few months ago, Chelsea probably would have been in the S tier because
Yeah, they
when
were
they started
flying.
the season they were flying, but then they have seemed to dropped off a little bit.
Stamford Bridge fell down, unfortunately.
So-
Fulham and Bournemouth away.
I've actually just
Yeah,
typed
they
in
did all right.
Jackson and not Chelsea.
So Chelsea,
Chelsea in A.
I think that's generous. High B.
No, I think A's. I think
Low A,
A's.
high B.
I think Chelsea have had a better season than, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Brentford, who are in B.
Yeah, fair. give you that.
Just because of what they were expected of this season. You didn't know if they were going to be good or rubbish.
Yeah, yeah.
And yes, they spent $1 billion, but yeah, they are starting to chow, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next team then, which is now Crystal Palace. Yes.
They could be C or B, and I'd say B because of all the amount of players that they've lost in terms of Eze.
They haven't.
They've only
Eze.
lost
I meant
one.
fucking Elise
Really?
and well, yeah.
They just lost Elise.
Elise,
They're also
that was
sitting
it.
in 12th, 30 points.
They're just in the most Palace season ever.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so,
so mid.
they B.
They are
They're
really
just
Palace.
performing.
B? I don't even think B. I think
C.
C is.
What, you think they're underperforming?
I just think they're so mid.
They're so boring, aren't they? And
Well,
not,
Eze's
Yeah.
not really been hitting the same heights.
If B is
C,
performing,
C.
They've got a few good results. Mateta's been good as of late.
they're just Crystal Palace.
I think they are. Crystal
They are
Palace.
just Crystal Palace.
We'll put them in next to their lovely rivals, Brighton. Yeah, up the Moyes. So next up is Everton. Yeah.
Realistically, this has got to go C. Just because
if you take away the last 3 weeks, then it could have been a D or A.
Yeah, could have been.
Obviously, you have
Actually,
Moyes
to be honest, we could put them in D.
and Dyche.
They are
Moyes
still...
is probably S tier, and then Dyche is probably bottom tier. So
D for Everton.
Mate, they're in a relegation battle.
But I think
again.
I think they're already out of it though. They've won 3 of their last games, didn't they? In the Premier. Well,
they're
no,
10
they
points
got a
above the
draw.
relegation zone right now.
Right, for the last
pulled themselves away.
4 games, they've been probably S or A in the Prem. But before that, they were like an E, D. So I give them a C.
So does that balance out?
C.
I think they probably will end up finishing on a C as well. They've got new owners, a new stadium coming as well. So maybe
They're just trying to stay up, aren't they?
they're going to be, and I think they probably will. I think
10 points out of the relegation battle changes my mind. That's a C.
They're C.
They've pulled
I think
themselves away
Moyes
from
has-
that way more than
I think
Moyes
Moyes
has
just
helped
brought
them
that
out with
up.
that rating.
Otherwise, they could have been an ET.
I think you're right. Okay, interestingly, guess who's up next? It's Fulham.
We were A, but we have we keep getting shit
Beat
results.
Newcastle away.
Yeah, but then you look at us with other results in terms of like
Where are Fulham 9?
the thing is
Fulham
performance
36 points.
No.
performance wise, we are an A. This is definitely some of the like best battling I've seen from Fulham against like the top 5 teams. We beat everyone in the top. Sorry, not beat, but we did not drop any points against the current top 6.
Arsenal.
Yeah, we beat them.
No, you
2-1.
You drew, didn't you?
2-2. What am I thinking of?
I can't remember.
Arsenal, you drew. Man City,
I'm
you
not a
lost.
Fulham fan here.
Man U, you lost against.
No, I'm thinking of before Christmas though.
Yeah. I put them A. I don't think.
I would put us A.
A or B, I think.
Good
for
season,
sure.
they're having a very good season.
You're
The only
4
problem
points
is-
off Man
Okay,
City
where
in
would
fifth.
you
Yeah.
have put Fulham at the start of the season?
A. Start of the season was.
Yeah, I meant as in what position?
Oh, I mean with the team that we have, 7th or 8th as well. We would have surely.
Really?
We
You
should
think?
be
Wow.
aiming for Europe.
7 or 8 at the start
We
of the season.
should
Bear
be
in mind the
aiming for
team.
Europe.
So you think at the start of the season you thought they were going to finish above Man U, Man City, Chelsea,
Well, 7th or 8th. Come on.
Newcastle, Villa, Spurs, Man U, Brighton. No way. You would have thought Fulham 10th or 11th. So A.
Every single one of
I've
us
got
was
mid-table.
hopeful of European football.
Yeah,
at the
you're
start
always
of the
hopeful,
season.
but you're not saying you're definitely going to finish there, are you? Whereas Man City, you'd say you're definitely going to finish
But then
top
I
3.
look at the way that we played last year.
Yeah, but you're hopeful. You're hopeful. You're not saying we are definitely
Where do you
finishing
think you
Europe.
were going to finish?
10th. So the fact that we're in 7th and could have been higher.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm just delusional. I really did think we
A.
were going to be able to push for European football.
I'm saying put Fulham in A.
Yeah, A is fair.
So
I just
what
think
I'm
it's
saying, if you
frustrating that
look
we
at a
drop
team's,
points.
yeah, it's frustrating for every team to drop points.
Yeah, but against the shitters.
Yeah, but Bournemouth have done that too. We lost to
Yeah.
Leicester away when we should be in them and other games. But Fulham in 9th, and who are they behind? Villa or Bournemouth, aren't they?
Yep.
And
They're
we've
1
beat
point
Forest.
behind Villa, 4 points off Bournemouth.
We beat Chelsea.
Yeah, you're only
5 points off City and Newcastle, sorry.
Yeah,
A.
A.
A is fine.
Hey, that is pretty impressive for Fulham.
And the away
Considering-
wins have been massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
considering
I mean, last week's win against Newcastle.
a
And
few
Chelsea
seasons
away.
ago, you probably were tipped to go down under Silva.
City
he has
and
turned it
United
around.
away as well, losing by 1 goal and outperforming both teams, but unfortunately not coming out on top.
And of course, you did get that impressive 0-0 draw at home to Southampton. Let's not
That
forget
is by far the worst game I've ever been to, by the way.
A for Fulham. Yeah.
I loved that game.
And you beat
We
Newcastle
got
at
0
home.
shots.
Yeah.
3-1.
3-1.
Next up, then.
Ipswich. No one expects them to. They're
D.
doing exactly how I'd expect them to do.
D for me.
Not D. I wouldn't say they're underperforming.
Mate,
They're just performing where
literally-
you'd expect
I
them
don't
to
know
do.
that.
I
Some
don't.
people
I would have
tipped-
said Ipswich would have been able to stay up.
Yeah,
the
but
way
they're
they play
still
football.
good. They're still in it, aren't they? They're not.
No, not really.
Yes, they are. Joel, they're only 1 point off.
They are 3 points off Wolves,
3 points off, so that's easy to get up, aren't they?
but they are second bottom
Yeah.
with minus 20.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone expects them to stay up.
I did. I fully backed them to stay up at the start of the year.
I'm McKenna.
So you're saying they're really
Delap.
underperforming. These like you're telling them they're
But
really
no one knew
underperforming.
Delap was going to hit the
Yeah,
same.
I'd give him a-
Season.
I thought they would do way better than what they're actually doing.
I'd give them a B or a C. They're just doing what you'd expect. They
I
might
think
still stay
D.
up.
I think D.
D.
I don't
D?
think C.
Mate, I don't think they're going to stay. I think they are like.
Okay, if they stay up, their season goes to an A.
True, but I don't think
Because
they're
no one
staying up.
expects them
They
to
just
stay
lost
up.
to Southampton.
Yeah, I don't,
That's a
mate,
good
I
point.
can't.
That's
I
hard.
can't see them being anything.
I'd put them in C, just because I think they're doing what they should do. But if you boys want to
two
go
votes
D,
for D.
I think D. We're going to stick him in D.
I think that's muggy.
D's looking empty.
I don't. They're in the relegation battle.
Yeah, but
If
where
anyone's
did
gotta
you
be in
expect them to be? Did you expect them to be in relegation battle?
No. I
You
thought-
didn't expect
You still can't say
Ipswich.
they've been having a C season. With
Well, they're just
Brighton
doing what I'd
Huddersfield.
expect them to do. They're still within staying up.
But
But
they're still
Everton,
they're,
Leicester,
they're not doing
Wolves
what
and
Southampton are
Saints.
doing and being really shit, are they?
Southampton
They're
are
staying in it.
fucking-
So I had them on the brink. I had them finishing 17th this season.
But
and
they're not. What's
they're
staying in it
18th.
when there's only a 4-team battle for
Yeah,
getting
exactly. They're
relegated?
staying in it to stay up.
If it was like a 5 or
They
6
are-
team battle, then
would you
fair.
say they can still stay up? Yes. They're only 3 points off Wolves.
I don't think so. I think.
And if
D
they
is
stayed
a
up,
fair
they'd be a
assessment.
fucking C.
They're not an E.
If Ipswich stay up, you're saying that's a C of a season?
If they finish 17th,
Yeah, so stay up, which is their goal this season. Their goal this season, stay up. They're not going to... There is no way they're better... 15th above, they were nowhere near going to get near that. They are putting... They're doing what I'd expect them to do, staying in it. And they can still get a 17th place finish. If they stay up, they get an A or even an S.
I agree.
If.
But right now, yeah.
But
it's
right
if.
now-
Right now, they're 3 points
Are
off.
they
They're
going
doing
to stay up though?
Yeah, but they're not underperforming. They're performing as they I think
I
they
think
would.
they're more- hold on.
C. I'd put them in C. They're not underperforming. If they had beat Southampton on the week, and they would literally be level
Level
on
on
points.
points.
Yeah.
but they didn't.
can still
and
stay
that's
up.
bottom of the
They
league,
didn't,
Southampton.
and Wolves have a superior goal difference. I just don't think they're going to do it.
No, I'm not saying they're going to do it, but they're doing exactly what I'd expect them to do. They've obviously built.
But I don't think that warrants you know.
a
All right,
C.
put them in D
Probably
then.
well, this one's easy. Next one is easy, all right, because it's Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah, S.
S tier.
Let's talk about. We need to talk about.
Oh.
it.
They have been
Boring.
impressive. They deserve to win the league.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better than what I thought they would do. to be
Although they
fair.
got a really
Probably.
hard couple of fixtures up.
Yeah,
If
they are, but they're
slip up
seven
once more-
points clear, top of the table.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
drop points.
They're not
to
going to
Everton,
drop
though.
them.
And they got
They're
Arsenal.
A.
Is they playing Arsenal again recently or not?
They will play them again, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're A. C, S.
S, yeah. They're still S regardless
Right.
of what's coming up.
S. We're all in agreement with S for them. Leicester.
D.
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 Yeah. D.
Same debate as.
So yeah,
But almost arguably
I'd say-
Leicester have been worse. Than
Yeah,
Ipswich,
I'd say Leicester
but
being
they're a
worse than
point
Ipswich.
ahead.
D.
So, you know.
D.
Leicester are a team that could have tried
More in the
to like come up into that 15th area, but they've just
I mean, they lost their manager at the start of the season, which is not always a good start.
Yeah, and then they got Steve Cooper, sacked him, got Ruud van Nistelrooy in.
Yeah.
And I think Ruud said he's not happy there. But D.
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 D. Manchester City.
D. C,
Yeah.
C.
No, C would say they're having an average. Man City have set their expectations so high. It's
They're
a C or a
still
D.
fifth.
D though.
They're still
They have
fifth, 2 points off Champions
Yeah, but they've
League.
massively underperformed with their squad. They should be top. Realistically, with the squad, the amount of money they spent, I'm putting them D.
Did you guys
They've
predict
underperformed.
Man City to win the league this season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So D.
Yeah, so they're massively underperforming. I mean, how many points are they off Liverpool? Like,
They're 16 points
yeah,
off Liverpool.
D.
Wow, yeah,
D.
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 I think D is a fair assessment, actually, given
D.
how strong they are.
If we're going off of pre-assumptions as well, which
And
we
for
are.
City
But
standards,
but their squad has not. It's not the strong squad that we once got to know.
Yeah.
They're all old.
And Rodri is clearly so vital to that team, and
Him being injured
his
doesn't
injured
help,
really does not help them.
I also wouldn't say they have an old squad. I definitely wouldn't say that.
Really?
Yeah, Haaland's young,
They've all aged
Foden,
together.
Savinho.
Yeah, the
still
ones
young.
coming through. But I mean, if we're talking like,
Their back line is still quite young. Whatever, Guardiola, he's still quite young.
Gvardiol.
Ake, young.
I just meant some of their
Ish.
like unbelievable.
Diaz.
So De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva would be the only ones that I
Walker's
saw.
Stones, they have an
gone.
injured,
Walker,
injured
probably.
centre back.
Yeah.
you know.
Walker, Stones.
But anyway,
Ben-
D.
Yeah.
D.
D is fair, and Edison's also made a few clangers, including
He got injured too.
especially in the week against
Yeah.
Madrid.
Madrid.
Let's go to Man United.
D.
E.
Oh yeah, actually they
E.
yeah.
They're
E.
14th, mate.
E.
Man United are 13th
13th,
with
E.
29 points.
E.
Every other week, you think they're going to be
E.
pulled into the relegation battle?
Yeah.
I think the fact that Man United, the biggest
Yeah.
club in English football, is in a relegation battle almost. I mean, they're not really. But
Not
they're
anymore.
close.
They're
They've-
not.
they've
They're
pulled
not.
it
But
back through,
they're an E.
The fact that we're even mentioning that in the same bracket, I think.
Yeah.
E.
E.
That was easy.
And if there's any Manchester United fans that disagree, please let us know.
I don't think any
and
would.
why you think that. I think even they might agree. Get the
You've got
the
to.
Glazers out.
They're already out, but yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They sold the club to Jim Ratcliffe, didn't they?
No,
they're
Oh,
still
they
in
still
it.
own it.
Yeah, yeah.
But they want the other meat.
It was only a
Yeah.
percentage
And
still.
they
wasn't
want
it?
them all out now.
Yeah.
Just blame
Yeah,
them, guys.
E.
Right, so Newcastle.
A. Actually, no. B. B. That's really difficult because of the place that they're in. But
What are
then-
they in? Fourth?
They are in 6th, but they're
Sixth,
2 points
yeah.
off Champions League.
They're
Yeah,
not far off.
but it's I'm
put
indecisive because of the way they keep getting.
B. They've had a
walked
good
over.
season.
I
B.
think A.
B.
But they keep
A-
getting walked over.
A would be an excellent season. No, they've only lost against Bournemouth and Fulham recently. I think that's quite
They've
fair.
definitely
Was
had
it
a
an
slip up as
unbelievably
well.
good
And
run.
they're on the Carabao Cup final.
Exactly.
That's
And
true.
they have an FA Cup. B. Good season. They're having a good season.
We'll put them in B.
B.
And I think Newcastle fans would take winning the Carabao Cup over being in Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
They need a
they'll
trophy.
finish in Europe regardless. But I think more than anything, they just want to keep Isak.
Mm.
Right, let's go on to, this is a pretty easy
And
one.
Gordon.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, S.
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 Another
People
one. We don't even need to talk about it.
People
S.
say they're going to go down, so the fact they probably they have a very good chance to get Champions League.
I
don't
thought
think
Nuno
so.
was going to be like the first to get sacked this
Yeah.
season.
I
Yeah.
think loads of people did. So S,
I thought they were going to lose half their team.
pretty
I
easy.
thought Gibbs White was going to get shipped off somewhere pretty quick.
But if you actually look at their squad, they did have some strong players, and it shows now. Because
Yeah.
they're third in
Yeah.
the league, 3 points off second.
I think that's pretty easy.
They could have lost pretty much their whole starting 11 at one
I think
point.
that's our last S as well.
I think,
Yeah.
I think you might be
Bournemouth, Liverpool, and Forest S.
right. Next up, Southampton.
E.
E. If there was anything below an E,
I
they'd be
mean, we
right
all knew they were
there.
going to be in relegation battle and be in this relegation place, but to be on, what is it, 9 points you're on now?
Yeah.
Yeah. E.
I mean, we might just about beat Derby's record, but at times
I
I don't
don't
think we
think-
have
For a club bottom, yeah. You
What
can't-
was their record? 11 points.
11 points.
Yeah, so you need one more win.
Yeah.
I think you'll get that. I don't think you'll.
It might
Oh,
come,
no.
it might come from.
We're
But-
still finishing 20th, let's be honest. We have
Yeah.
no chance of staying up. And in my time of supporting Southampton, I don't think there's been a worse or least enjoyable season than the one I've been watching
Yeah.
right now. And I
Yeah.
think that's only going to get worse when I go and watch Southampton Bournemouth this weekend.
So
Let's
E.
move on from them because I don't want to talk about how rubbish they are. Let's go
do.
on to Tottenham.
Tottenham
You do.
E.
E as well.
Yeah. Everyone,
Yeah.
they can keep bringing up this injury thing, but
Yeah.
teams like
E.
Bournemouth have had injuries and are doing fine. E.
Even Fulham have had
Where
some
are they?
injuries.
It's not
They're
the same
15th, aren't
way.
they? 14th, 15th?
They are
14th.
Below United.
Yeah.
14th, yeah.
E.
level
E.
on points with West Ham and Everton.
Yeah, they've been so bad.
They have been shocking.
I think E.
But again, you have to. Would you sack Ange?
No, because who's going to do a better job?
Antonio Iraola.
Would he
They'd do a
go there
better
now?
job.
Then
Maybe not. I think he would actually, but
Really?
I thought, to be fair, when they brought in Solanke, I thought they were going to have a hell of a season, but him getting injured doesn't help as well. I mean, they have got a lot of injuries, but E.
But even then, your point
Tottenham.
there, Solanke coming in, we're going off pre-assumptions. You would have assumed that they'd be
20
doing
goals.
way.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
better
So
by
E.
now.
Kulusevski's had a good season. I mean, he one we could have said for our top 10.
Son,
But
I
other
don't know
than
what
that,
he's doing, mate.
Son's
He might as
awful.
well
The other
go.
day against Villa,
Yeah.
awful.
he's not been.
He
up
might
to
as
it,
well
has he?
watch Spurs rather than play for him at the moment.
But I'm happy to put them in E. That's good.
They are an E, and
Good.
we have next up West Ham United.
D.
Ooh. Yeah, D.
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 Flat D.
I mean, you say that.
Where are they?
How well did you tip them to do? Because they are sitting in 16th.
I'd argue with the squad
Just
they have.
above Wolves.
Kudus, Paqueta,
Could have
Bowen.
11th,
That's some of the
12th
best
area.
players I would have said in the
I think
league.
obviously Lopetegui, whatever his name is was not it, was he? Let's be honest.
Nah.
He's not the manager, but I would have said they would be in top half at least.
So did I. I thought they'd have a
So
good season.
I'm happy with D. With
yeah.
Kudos, with
10th
players
or
they've
11th,
got,
12th,
they've
that
got
area.
Bowen, Kudos, Paqueta. They're all pretty strong players.
Ariola's decent in that as well.
They should.
They
be
got
doing a lot
Wan-Bissaka
better.
right back, decent.
Mm.
D for West
D
Ham.
is fair enough, and I think they could even be close to being an E.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next team. It is Wolves, last team.
D.
D.
Maybe E.
It could
Maybe
be E, mate.
Because
They've been dragged into a relegation.
Gary
battle
O'Neill-
with Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton.
Gary Neal is the awful manager. I
Yeah.
had to sit for him. He is an awful manager that for some reason.
kept you up, kept Wolves up last season.
Oh my, yeah, but he kept us up. I don't know how the man did it. He got so lucky because he's the most boring manager I've ever watched. He's an awful manager, and he got found out this season. And that's the reason they're so low.
I think that's a fair assessment.
But Kuna's kind of saved them. I thought they were going to push for Europe this season, maybe. If they
Really?
didn't have Gary O'Neill, I think they'd be a lot higher. But that people would have touted them to be like top 12 at least. So the fact they're in a relegation battle with players that they have and the amount of money these players are worth, like Kuna, D.
I'd give him D.
Yeah, I can't think.
I think if you take Kuna out of that squad, they'd probably be relegated. By
Yeah, they'd
now.
be fucked.
Mm.
They would be fucked.
And he's got release scores now, so
Yeah.
that could be
I'm
them
happy
next
with D.
season. Do you want to hear our list?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
let's go through the list and we can
Who's
wrap
in
her
the
up.
A's? Who's in the
S
S's?
tier: Bournemouth, Liverpool, and Forest.
Yeah, happy.
A tier: Chelsea and Fulham. B tier: Arsenal, Villa, Brentford, Newcastle. C: Brighton, Palace, Everton. D: Ipswich, Leicester, City, West Ham, Wolves. And E: Man United, Southampton, and Spurs.
Yeah. You happy with that,
Are
John?
we happy with that?
Yeah, is there anyone that we could bump up into A from B?
Villa or
Maybe-
Newcastle?
maybe
I think
Villa or Newcastle.
I think Newcastle could go to A. Considering they're in the cup final as well. If you take that into account.
I'll bump
And
Newcastle.
they're still in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
And they have a
and
good
that.
chance winning the FA Cup.
bump
Should
Newcastle
we
up
bump
to A.
Newcastle up?
A.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty solid list.
Would you put
Whether
Southampton-
other people agree with us.
Southampton
Yeah.
D?
Do you agree?
Would I
Let us
put
know in the
Southampton
comments.
D? What, because of us being where we expected to be?
Nah, but not performing that badly.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like I
Not a
said,
chance.
we're
You're
on
a high
nine-
E.
We're on 9 points.
You could be a low D.
I think we're a low E, to be honest. Like some of the games I've had to watch,
Could be an F.
it's been dire. I'm sure any Southampton fan will tell you. Obviously, we swapped our manager, but our recruitment just wasn't good enough. So
Yeah.
you know.
That's fair enough.
E is a fair assessment, and hopefully we'll be S tier in the Championship next season.